guest tonight is an Academy Award-nominated actress you know from her work in films such as Oppenheimer, The Devil Wears Prada films, Sicario, Edge of Tomorrow, and the A Quiet Place franchise. She stars in the highly anticipated new film from Steven Spielberg, Disclosure Day, which is in theaters everywhere this Friday, June 12th. Let's take a look.
All right. Go, shoot. Get out of here. Go, shoot. Out of here. Mag, you okay? Hey, Mag, you okay? You okay? Are you all right?
Да, я в порядке. Просто голова болит. Я не выспалась. Нью-Йорк. Не знаю, может быть, нам стоит там попробовать. Или в Чикаго.
Where did you
Ладно,
learn?
проехала. Сегодняшний день не годится для разговора на эту тему. Впрочем, у нас никакой день не годится для разговора на эту тему.
Maggie, okay,
Ума не
stop,
приложу.
stop.
Что нам делать, Джексон? Правда. Просто...
Stop it! Stop! What the hell was that?
What do you mean?
Please welcome back to the show, Emily Blunt, everybody!
Hi!
That clip makes the movie seem like a very spooky Duolingo ad.
Exactly.
Just like a really, like, it's not all fun and games when you learn a foreign language.
It can be weird.
It can be weird. We, our researcher figured something out today that we were all taken with, which is one of your appearances on the show is our third most watched YouTube clip of all time.
That is crazy.
Day drinking with Rihanna,
Naturally.
dinner party with Jon Snow, and then you talking about how you met John.
People
Krasinski.
love- not
Yeah.
Jon Snow.
Yeah. They do, and then now I feel like I want him to come on and talk about how he met you, just to see how many less views
And
he
it
gets.
tanks.
Just tanks.
No one cares.
Everybody's like, we heard it from Emily.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Boring. We've been there.
This is very cool.
Also, I do remember when I was on your show talking about that, I had lost my voice, so I sound like I've got a horrible hangover or something, but it's like...
Do you think that's why people are watching it? They're like, they don't even. It's not even like what you're saying. They're like, have you ever seen the hungover Emily video?
They're like, she got banged up last night.
I think they did a day drinking they didn't film, and then she came on his show and talked
I
out.
quite like to do day
Would you? Do you think you'd be good at it?
I feel like I naturally don't tend to day drink because I need a nap by 4 p.m.
Yeah.
But that's the point, isn't it?
Oh, you take a nap by 4. I can
camera.
guarantee you will be taking a nap at 4. The problem with day drinking, you take a nap at 4. This is from my experience doing it. You take a nap at 4, and then at 6 p.m. you wake up like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a bit angry and
You're
punchy.
angry, sad, all the worst emotions. You never
really
wake up
sold
2
me on
hours
it.
later and you're like, nailed it. This is a very cool. It's a big movie. It's a big summer movie. It's Steven Spielberg.
Who's that?
I
right?
know. I mean, he's finally gonna break out. First time working with him.
Privilege of my life.
Yeah. He's also, he's just such a delightfully jolly person.
He's heaven.
Yeah.
He's heaven. He's just the sweetest, most wonderful person. He does not wear the skin of, I'm Steven
Yeah.
Spielberg. Like, he's just, which we all stare at him like, no, Steven Spielberg.
Right.
But, like, he's so wonderful.
We share an enduring love, I heard, for the film Jaws.
Do you love it as much
I
as I do?
love it. And I'm wondering because I think your girls are a little bit older than my boys, but
Yeah.
my 8-year-old wanted to watch it, and so we showed it to him last year.
How'd he do?
He did great, but he did great, and it was so much fun to watch because he was so scared, but he loved how scared he was.
Really?
You know what I mean? Like, he was like, ah!
What
he was
about, like,
running.
the jump scares and the bit with the head coming out
Yeah,
of the
the
boat?
head was there's a weird thing. Remember when they go in the boat and a body comes out? He was really
Horrifying.
confused by that. So it was both. He was scared, but then he was like, "Who was that?" And I'm like, "I don't." It's not important. Just keep watching. The only thing you need to worry about is these 3 guys from the shark.
Did you love it as a kid?
I did love it as a kid. I really
Has
did.
it made you funny about the ocean?
No. I feel like if the ocean is coming to get me, come and get me.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, what? I mean, but first of all, I should note, I don't like being in the ocean to begin with.
I don't like being in the ocean.
Yeah, like, by the way, if there was no sharks, I'd still be like, what's the point of this?
See, John and I are very different. John
Yeah.
is like part dolphin
Yeah.
and would just be in there.
I'm married a dolphin lady as well.
I'm kind of good not.
Yeah.
I'm kind of good not getting in a swimming pool.
Oh, interesting. I mean,
I
I'll
just
do a
don't really
swimming
care.
pool. Yeah, I should know. I don't really care. Like in the summer when people are like, oh my God, I'm so dying. We got to go in the water. I'm like, then go. But like, don't drag the rest of us to that awful sandy
Yeah.
place.
And don't ask you that question after you've been day drinking.
Oh, I know. You don't want me in the water after I've been day drinking. See, I will say, like, I like a pool because it's like we figured out the ocean without waves. And I'm
I
like,
know.
there you go.
You're like, this works for
This
me,
is what
without
I
creepy
enjoy.
fish bumping against
You also, this is a really good crush because I think I'm surprised more people don't have the Roy Scheider crush.
Guys,
This is the guy right here.
guys, come on, give it up for Shia.
Yeah. I mean,
I know.
shirtless, I can't get enough of him shirtless.
Can't get enough of
And I'm
that
throwing
tan-
that in the universe. I
that
wish he was
tan
around to hear me
skin.
say it.
Cannot get enough of it.
Yeah.
The cigarette
Leather.
dangling
He has
out.
like just like a leather,
He's a
Corinthian leather.
leather bag
He looks
vibe.
like the back seat in my dad's first car. Did you ever see Marathon Man? Have you seen Marathon Man? Because he's
years.
mwah.
hot.
Yeah.
Do you know, I was just in Ireland, and when they think someone's sexy, they go, oh, he's a ride.
Oh.
Roy Scheider's a ride, guys.
They're gonna have.
Oh, and here's my own little Roy Scheider.
Yeah, look. I mean, well, you have a
Guys,
type.
There's a vibe, right?
Yeah.
There's a type.
Yeah, you were like. I feel like somebody told him, you know who she's really into, and he's like, all right, I'll dress like that for my next one.
Exactly.
Like he's a ride too.
He's a ride.
Yeah, congratulations on your ride.
Thanks.
This is you've done obviously movies about extraterrestrials before.
Yeah, which is strange because I have this sort of aversion to. I had this aversion to space growing up.
So
The
no
whole thing
space, no
overwhelming.
water.
No
You're just
space,
like
no
a land
water.
person like me.
Exactly. Like I remember even being. Do you remember the James Bond in space?
Yeah,
used to
Moonraker. Yeah.
I don't want to see that. I want to see him rolling around on a beach.
Yeah.
With a hot girl.
Yeah.
With a ride.
I don't want to. I don't want to ever see a sexy person doing this.
No way. No way. And not with a martini. It's like.
Oh, come on.
Oh, come on.
Give me a break. That's not why I came to James Bond.
Exactly. Take
Oh,
me to Tahiti.
I was very young when it came out, but if I was older, I would have been like, next!
And isn't the baddie Jaws in it as
Yeah,
well?
yeah, yeah.
He's in a silver onesie? No thanks.
No, thank you. Boy,
Don't want to.
I feel bad for the people who made Moonraker. They
Sorry,
really,
guys.
they caught a lot of strays as we talked about our movies from the past. I have a lot more to ask. We'll be right back with more Emily Blunt. Welcome back. We're here with Emily Blunt. I have a curiosity because the few times I've met Steven,
Yeah.
I'm always like, I'm aware that people want to ask him about his movies all the time. You're spending more time with him, but of course
Yeah.
he's working, you're working.
He
but,
loves movie stories.
So he's happy to give them?
Oh, we dork out with him for
Yeah.
things like, were they really eating that in Temple of Doom? And how did you do the spiders? And it's just heaven.
That's
He's
fantastic.
very, very sweet.
I mean, I
acquiesce
always
every
feel
time.
like those people who've lived an interesting life that then are happy to share the stories are.
He loves it.
Yeah, it's the best.
He loves it. I mean, we really geeked out being around him.
You have, again, you've made some scary films, right? A Quiet Place is a scary film, and you have children. Have they watched? Do they like shark movies, alien movies?
My children are scared of Harry Potter.
Okay.
So
That
I
is
think
a very,
Jaws-
by the way, not an unscary movie, but I think
It's
a good bellwether.
creepy.
If they can't get through Harry Potter, it eliminates like 80% of the other movies.
I'm very clear on what they can get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys do you try to limit like what they watch? And are you and John in sync of like this is a good movie and this isn't a good movie? My problem is my
Yeah.
father-in-law. Like I have all these like movies that I'm like so excited to show my sons when they get old enough, and then I
Yeah.
find out that like their grandfather showed them it like 2 years ago.
Your father-in-law is the best.
I know, and by the way, this is a
He
real
can
problem.
make you watch anything.
I know, but like he'll be like, they watch like Dumb and Dumber. They were like 8 and 6, and then I'm
That
always
was like my dad. My dad would bring home like Pretty Woman when I was
yeah.
10,
The worst is every time I say to him, like, dude, you're not supposed to show me that. He's like, they loved it. I'm like, that's not. I didn't think they wouldn't love it.
I loved Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
And when she fans out all the condoms to
Yeah.
choose from, I was like, Dad, what are those? And he was like, those are sweets, those are chocolates. I was like,
And then you had to go to the hospital the next week because you ate like a bag full of condoms, right?
yeah, for sure.
Nobody ever thinks about how
This
there's
is my
a
claim
back
to
end
fame.
of those things.
Yeah.
They're like, well, this is an embarrassing thing to tell you, but your daughter ate a bag full of condoms and told us they were sweets. And he's like, I don't know where they got that. Jurassic Park, did that scare you?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I remember seeing that at 12, and I knew they were playing Fern Gully at the theater next door, and I
Gotcha.
remember crying and begging my sister to take me to see Fern Gully. But no, we watched.
It is really interesting that those movies, I kind of forgot they were playing at the same time. You could really choose like column A, column B. Yeah.
But now, I mean, I've seen Jurassic. I must have seen it 20 times.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just incredible. And we did show that to our kids. I find it weird, like what they're afraid of and what they can't handle.
Yeah. Well, I've talked about my oldest, the first time he saw Paddington, which really is like no jump scares at all. But he got real sad when Paddington like left the house. Like he was like really sad for Paddington.
Oh God.
And I just had to explain
Like
to him.
when they watched E.T. Have your kids seen E.T.?
Yeah.
When E.T. leaves at the end,
Yeah.
it was like scream crying.
Yeah.
It was terrible. They couldn't calm down.
Yeah, it's really fun to watch and realize like, oh my God, you're so ill-equipped for the world.
Because we always want to keep them so comfortable. And I keep saying it's really good to feel big things. Like,
Yeah.
that's part of
Well,
it.
by the way, again, Steven Spielberg, he's very helpful with like helping our children and the rest of us like feel big things in a theater.
He's
and
like
that's
the
fine.
architect of all of our imaginations.
I know,
He
it's
really
fantastic.
is.
I am so excited to see this
Oh, I
movie
hope
on a
you
big
like it.
screen with a bunch of people. It's what we need more of, especially in the summer. Thank you so much for being here, friend.
Thanks for
It is just
having
a
me.
delight to see you. Emily Blunt, everybody, Disclosure Day will be in theaters everywhere this Friday. Stick around. We'll be right back with Mike Shore and Joe Posnanski.